a special presentation, which gives you more time to consider which are your two favorite plays. This is a showcase presentation of a greenish, you've heard of a black comedy? This is a greenish comedy by Patricia Lines called Fair Play for Frogs. For your blue viewing pleasure, Fair Play for Frogs.
Now promise, dear, no drama.
I will be as straight as an arrow all evening. Good evening, Mr. Dorman.
Do you have a reservation, sir?
Of course, for 7. Name's Frobish. Surely you have heard of me?
Actually, no, sir. And I must point out that it is 6 o'clock. Would you like to wait in the bar? We are serving our best hors d'oeuvres there. This evening, it is frog legs, the chef's most magnificent creation. I recommend it highly.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. Nestle, don't get started. Please, please. Not on our anniversary.
Well, do you also serve blue whale steak, spotted owl omelet, and bonobo burger?
Well, no. But if you are interested, I could ask my supplier.
Oh, horrors! These are all in danger of extinction, you dolt, as are most frogs. I must ask you to cease and desist this cruel and ignoble menu offering.
Please, Nestle, not tonight.
I'm sorry. The frog legs are already cooked, drizzled in a savory red wine sauce to enhance the crunchiness.
No, Nestle, Nestle, keep the frog suit in the bag. Oh. Nestle, Nestle.
Never will I patronize a place that mercilessly butchers the humble, friendly, and musical denizens of the swamps of our great land. I am dedicating my life to aiding these peace-loving creatures.
Sir, you are in the way of serious gourmands. Entering soon, please move.
I will not budge until this butchery agrees to give fair and equal treatment to every frog in this great country.
I will call the police.
It will not dissuade me. Besides, my beautiful wife is a fine lawyer, and she will tell you that I am exercising my right to free speech.
Nestle, that's not entirely correct.
Blocking traffic? It is not a protected free speech.
Honey, he's got that exactly right.
Oh, I know, and I don't care. I'm ready to go to jail to end discrimination against frogs.
Darling, just once. Couldn't we compromise? Let's find another restaurant. Let's go to the vegetarian one.
Rihanna, dear, don't betray our cause.
I don't mean to, dear.
This is no place for a domestic squabbling. Couldn't you just go elsewhere, as your wife so wisely suggested?
Only if you take frogs off the menu.
Nestle, please, get up. If you don't, I'm leaving.
Empty threats. You are an ranophile in spite of yourself.
What is it? Ranaphile?
A lover of the genus Rana, that is frogs. Many are threatened, you know. My husband is right. I am a ranophile. Frogs need our help. We not only hunt and eat them to extinction, but we destroy their habitat. Do you know that in Minnesota, frogs are growing 5 legs?
Yes. Oh, 5 legs, you say? Oh, marvelous! I hope all 5 are nice and plumpy and savory.
Sir, this is a serious matter.
I quite agree. I should warn you that once I worked as a bouncer at a bar in a very tough neighborhood. I didn't think I would ever need those skills again at a classy place like La Grosse Gourmande, but who knows?
Sweetheart, let's just go now.
No. I want to move up this restaurant's food chain. Where's the chef? He would be more reasonable than an ex-bouncer from some shady bar serving questionable creatures.
I am the chef. The real doorman is out sick today.
You are the butcher who is practicing genocide with menu planning.
I suspect, sir, that the correct term would be ranacile.
Throw Kermit into a pot. Dine on that sweet, instructive, almost human friend and idol of our childhood. That's homicide. Maybe cannibalism.
Kermit is a puppet, you idiot! Still, I must admit, however, that I too am a ranafele. I love frogs, properly prepared.
You are lower than a snake. A snake eats a frog only to live out its slippy, snaky life. You do it for some ghastly Epicurean thrill.
Oh, you misunderstand the philosophy of Epicurus. This place is for gourmands. They adore my frog legs, and they devour them greedily. I cannot stock enough of them. A five-legged frog might help supply.
Think about it. Frogs are the answer to world peace and models for universal happiness. Wild bands of frogs do not molest little children. They do not carry guns or engage in random acts of violence. They do not contribute to global warming. Instead, they eat mosquitoes.
Nestle, could we work on this another day and tonight just be a normal couple?
Normal? We humans are abnormal, while the humble frog is the epitome of normal. The frog crouches amiably in its aqueous lair, asking only to be free of molestation. In return, he sings a pleasant chugarum each evening that...
What in the hell is that chagaron?
If you don't know, you have no idea what you're missing. Come to our sanctuary for ill-treated and mutant frogs. It will change your mind.
A sanctuary? Oh, my. Do you have a vast population? I could make you a handsome offer if you could capture and deliver several every...
Sir, are you listening to us? Great leaping bullfrogs, I demand to speak to the owner.
I am the owner.
Oh, no! Then I'm going over your head. I will appeal to your customers.
Nestle, let me do the talking, or I'm out of here.
But I'm the protest organizer. You are a legislative liaison.
The work is done. The work is done. Letters are flooding into Congress and all 50 states, Puerto Rico and the District of Columbia. We are asking them to add frogs to every law in the country that protects creatures that walk, fly, or swim.
Good work. But don't forget American Samoa. Can we also get Congress to declare a National Frog Week?
Working on that too.
You are both crazy.
Crazy about frogs.
Yes.
But dear lady, a minute ago, you wanted to leave this crackpot.
Sir, she was only trying to keep peace on our special day. She is a champion for frogs. She single-handedly persuaded the National Wildlife Federation to organize a National Frog Watch. Happy children everywhere visited the ponds and marshes in their neighborhood and recorded this symphonic ribbiting of the local denizens.
You can find the recording on the web. Here, listen to it.
Ribbit, ribbit.
Experts have
Ribbit,
identified the
ribbit.
species by their music.
If I...
But listen, if I made a contribution to your organization, would you go away?
Ribbit. Will you take frog legs off today and all future menu?
But they are already cooked. Couldn't I just serve them one last time, please?
If your grandmother burned to death in a terrible fire, would you put her on the menu just because she is toast?
No, it just isn't the same, is it?
Your sweet innocent grandmother, a sweet innocent grandmother of a bullfrog. I don't see much difference, except I bet the frog is more musical.
How do you know?
Oh, I listened to your discordant rasping, and it's obvious that your forebears weren't melodious. But my ancestral DNA has some frog in it. And now I'm going to tell your customers what a butcher you are. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
Don't feel bad, sir. You could learn to sing.
You think so?
I know so. I was tone deaf when I met Nestle. When we spent our first date in a night on the Okefenokee Swamp, enjoying a sweet
Ribbit.
frog serenade. I fell in love with him that night. And with frogs, the frogs
Ribbit.
taught me to sing.
Well, I must admit, there is some charm in that. And it induced you to fall in love with that bizarre man over there. Hopping around in a frog suit. What's he doing anyway? handing out the pamphlets.
Oh yes, he's organizing a boycott of your restaurant. Look, there go your customers, off to the vegetarian restaurant down the block.
My God, doesn't he need a permit? Lovely lady, can't you stop him?
No, and why should I? Look at him. Isn't he cute?
He will ruin my business. Isn't there a law against that?
He is no longer blocking traffic. Now, he's clearly exercising his freedom of speech, and I know you know the rules. You're a well-educated man. I like that.
Oh, my customers, lovely lady. For you, I will take the frog legs off of the menu.
Oh, that would be wonderful. You know how to compromise. I like that in a man, too.
Really? Could I also return the carcasses to the swamp from which they came?
That's a marvelous idea. It would help renew the ecology.
Oh, I have an even better idea.
Well,
Are frogs cannibalistic?
yes, it drives Nestle crazy to talk about it. When the habitat is stressed, bullfrogs will eat smaller frogs.
Ribbit.
Tadpoles will eat each other.
Well, that's good. I mean, this evening's frog legs, they could feed the survivors in your refuge. I will donate both cash and frog food for your sanctuary.
That would be wonderful. Just don't mention the recycling plan to Nestle. He gets very upset when anyone mentions frog cannibalism. But you are a sweet and practical man. Mwah!
Very well. Don't go away, dear lady. I am only leaving for a moment to change the menu and write you a check.
Wait. Nestle will want to thank you. Nestle, did you hear? Come over here. We have another convert.
We did it again, dear.
The good cop and the bad cop works every time. Go on.
Thank you to actor readers Bob Clark, Wayne Pickerel, and Mar Preston, and director Charles Crenell. Sorry? Okay. This is just a fun comedy.
What did you guys like of the hat face head? So what I understand about this play is actually based on real events in 1961 between two politicians. One politician loved frogs, literally loved frogs, and he had a nemesis that hated frogs, and this went on for like 40-something years. So it's literally it is war against frogs. There was a bill that was I think went out was called murdering bill. So it was that's all I know about it. This is before my time.
Wow, what fun. Anybody have any comments you want to talk about this? Yeah.
But also, frogs are dying of diseases which they can't explain why. So they're basically trying to find out the solution.
Why are frogs dying? Yeah.
They're very strong.
Right, we figured out why bees are dying because of chemicals. And it's probably something like that because chemicals are also making them infertile and, creating the 5 legs, which got the chef so excited.
Has anyone here ever had frog legs?
I have, in France.
I've had snails.
Snails, yeah. Yeah, snails are... I don't think anybody's out fighting for snails, but or slugs. Yeah.
It actually really is based on a real book. So it really is
real
real book.
That's really interesting.
I thought it was written brilliantly.
Thank you.
I think that was very well written.
Well, we'll pass that on. Well, it was, I'll repeat the name of the writer. It was Patricia Lines. So we'll pass that on to her. That's great. She'll probably be watching this, so she'll hear that when we get this on YouTube. Okay, one more.
Also, Wayne Pickerel did a super job on his French.
All right, I'm sure Wayne loves hearing that. Great. Okay, well, Thank you, Charlie. One more round of applause for Fair Play for Frogs and for all the plays. And I want to thank you for coming, and please return tomorrow at 1. And also, don't forget the filmmaking competition at the Artisans Gallery today from 4 to 6.